It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 36, Darnold. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Darnold to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside.
Darnold's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Got some room at the 30, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
The tackle by.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 14.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Gun. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 29-yard penalty. Boswell's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold flushed out right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
36-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
86.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done. I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the
a 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. To throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. And it's brought in by Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get a field goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 22-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Goodwin, incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 30.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Second and 12.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Darnold.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
This is Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Darnold. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it with Bell. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
1st down, Steelers.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and
a good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Bell. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And it's 3rd and short.
And 2.
To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pittsburgh.
They'll set up to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The kick.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. A give to Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Hayward on the tackle.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Bailey missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
5-yard line.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, They win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
5 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Darnold to throw again. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will stop right around the 25. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
For Pittsburgh.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Steelers.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes are darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Here's Samuels again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A 3-yard loss, fourth down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.